And in some melancholy news here, Motorhead frontman Lemmy has died at the age of 70, 2 days after learning he had cancer. The British band announced it. Well, Lemmy formed the rock group in 1975 and recorded 22 albums as he became one of music's most recognizable voices and faces. The band said on its Facebook page, quote, "Our mighty, noble friend Lemmy has passed away after a short battle with an extremely aggressive cancer," close quote. For more on that, we're joined by our correspondent, Danny Swibell, in the studio. Danny, good to have you with us here. Let's talk about Lemmy. I mean, tell us about this icon's life.
The man, the myth, the legend has passed, and it's really hitting the music world very hard. People like Ozzy Osbourne, people throughout the rock world who were inspired by his loud and aggressive sound of Motorhead are definitely in tatters right now, because this was a guy who truly they thought would never die, who would truly live forever.
And a surprise death in a way, too. I mean, he learned he had cancer 2 days before passing away.
That's right. I mean, throughout his career, he definitely took it very hard. And there was once a rumor that he drank a bottle of Jack Daniels a day since he was 30. So the fact that he had made it this far was quite a surprise for some people. But he had been doing very well. They were actually going to go on tour in England and France in 2016. So this guy, year in, year out, continued to do it and continued to push the boundaries with his music and with just the way he was. And so, yes, he definitely will be missed. The irony of his whole his arc, his story arc, is that he originally wanted to be like the Beatles. So even though you see the imagery of him as this really
hard to picture, hard to imagine here,
because he has the whiskers, the long hair, the voice. But yes, there's early pictures of him dressed like kind of like a Beatle. He toured with the actually Jimi Hendrix. He was a roadie on that tour. Eventually going into the band Hawkwind, where
a roadie for Hendrix. That's a good tidbit.
So yeah,
right
people
there.
would always ask him stories about that. He actually got bored telling some of them, but started with the band Hawkwind. Then for a while got kicked out of there because he was involved with drugs really heavily. The band was doing hallucinogens. He was doing speed, and he pretty much continued that pace aggressively, sex, drugs, and rock and roll for decades, but still put out great music that was an inspiration to the music world.
Well, thank you very much, Danny Swibell, for being with us here as Lemmy from Motorhead passes away at age 70. That's all for our top